Hello everyone, Mr. Markmaker here once again, and ironically, I'm not bringing you a mock. I wanted to talk about something, like a little topic that I think is personally interesting to me, and I think would be interesting to other fans of Mega Constructs, both old and new, as it used to be called Mega Bloks. I wanted to talk about the evolution of the Grunt and how the models have changed since 2009 all the way up to 2019. So in the beginning, the Lord said, "Let there be Halo Mega Bloks," and we got this model of Grunt. Not this exact one. This is from a later wave because it's red, and the originals were just orange. Like typical miners, and they were fucking tiny. Like, look at that. I look at it to the final now. It's absolutely dwarfs in comparison to this. You know, it's very small. The legs moved as one unit. They cannot move separately. And I found that the legs actually broke, like the thing that kept the legs in place broke if you moved the legs too much, so they were quite fragile. The arms were easy to break because there's just such a thin bit of plastic there. And the backpacks were as pointy as they were in the actual game. Like if you compare it to that, that's much better. But yeah, they were really small, and they didn't even come with weapons in the first wave. They didn't even have like plasma pistols molded and made because Mega Bloks didn't have that large of a budget. So that was the original. Then it evolved a bit, and we got the kind of Halo 4 era stuff. So yeah, you got this. Well, oh no, wait, this is Reach. Sorry, this is a Reach model. So yeah, so as you can see, the legs take up 3 blocks now instead of just two. So yeah, I mean you get two studs on the base plate, and on this you get three because there's a gap there. The articulation's a bit better. It's kind of the same premise. The legs can move separately. It's a lot bigger, as you can see. Head's bigger. The head is bigger. It's more detail on the eyes. Better paint jobs typically. With this, it's normally like one or two, maybe three colours. But this gets a bit better, even though it's dark. And this is just a dark model with not much detail. The design did get better. So yeah, these were all right. These are quite good figures, especially if you liked Reach. But then we got a bit bigger, and these aren't even that old. These you can get these with the Spirit set over here. That's why I didn't get this exact model, but I got a different painted variant of it with that set, which came out in 2017, I think. And basically, yeah. So it's just the only difference is the head is bigger once again in comparison to this. Legs are the same, and the arms are a tiny bit different in design in regard to the spikes and the shoulders, but they are very similar in length and pretty much the same articulation around the wrists. But yeah, the heads are bigger, and then you also get mainly this kind of design of the backpack. But then they took another step forward, and we got the kind of the next generation of fully articulated Grunt. So this is again like Halo 5 styled. It was a Sorceress Ankylios Grunt. So the backpack was different. The backpack actually splits in half. You can take all this armor off if you wanted to. The articulation's probably the best so far. Oh, we'll ignore that now. Well, I'll put it back up. But yeah, you had a little peg in the head, so you can put the helmet on and off. So that was interesting. The articulation was really good. The legs on these older ones could only move forward or back, but these you can twist it around. You could twist the hands around a bit better. You could twist the feet around like that. So it was really good for posing, which is what I really appreciate about the more articulated models. So someone who's been collecting from 2009 can really appreciate, or just the older generations can really appreciate how far and how much progress they've made. Then, which this made me really happy, this came out in the last year or so. You get the classic Halo-styled grunts in the new articulated form. These are absolutely gorgeous. I was so happy when these came out. Because I'm in the UK, they don't actually sell these here yet, so I had to order them online for like a hugely inflated price, but it was so worth it. I just love the design of these so much, a lot better than these. So I don't even use these in mocks anymore. I just use these, and so yeah, I was really happy with this. The backpack's great. It comes apart, so you can take it off if you want. You've got the mask there, classic design, good articulation, same as this design. But as you can notice, no hole in the head. Then they changed it in only a year. So now this is the latest model, and I imagine they'll be keeping this design for a long time. As you can tell, the backpack is significantly bigger. Again, you can take this on and off at will. There's more detail too. So this silver bit here isn't a part of the backpack here. It's like a separate piece inside that you get the two sides of this kind of triangle, clip it together, and that's where you get that. The mask comes off, so you can take that off and see their face. The articulation is the same as these two models on this, but the only main difference is the shape of the head, well, the shape of the head on both of these. This one has a hole in the top, and it has little clips around the cheeks, so you can get masks on and off. And yeah, this is the latest design, which they seem to be using. And I mean, I can imagine it must be quite expensive getting a new design done, especially in only like a year difference, which is interesting to me, because you have to get it designed, checked, you have to check it, see if it's got good replayability, make sure it's test worthy and all that, send it off, get it made. It costs a lot of money, and it just goes to show like how much effort they're putting in to make these really good figures, but also good for play value. Yeah, and I think they've done a fantastic job over the years, like getting these back. I mean, we've kind of had a rough patch like along the way. I mean, these were amazing and like were just so awesome to get, but then you kind of get a taste of this, and this just looks like absolute crap. But yeah, let me know what you think about the evolution of the grunts, and if you like this video or not, and if you want me to do it on other figures, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, thanks for watching.